All right. Hello, everyone. Good morning, afternoon, evening when you're taking this class. Happy Saturday. It is, let's see, Saturday, October 24th. It's great to be here. It's great to share a practice always. And I hope everybody's doing well. I hope that you guys are taking care of yourselves, taking extra care of yourselves. Obviously, the yoga practice is one place to do that, but there's also many other ways and that you could be taking care of yourselves right now. So hopefully you're getting in a lot of rest, nutrition wise, eating as healthy as you can. I know that's an easy one. I'm vegan and I say I have tendencies that can pull me far along the road of not eating very healthy even as a vegan. Vegan does not mean that you eat healthy. So it's probably something deeper inside there for me that pulls me in that direction. But doing our best and eating healthy, getting rest, and just staying aware, staying open, and being in the practice again is one place for that. But so many other places that we can expand our practice. So I'm glad you're all here. I'm glad we're starting in this place. If you took yesterday's flow class, you might be feeling that one a little bit. I'm feeling it for sure. And I love teaching in this sequence, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 days in a row. Definitely gives some continuity. And then you guys have Talia on Tuesday and Thursday, and you have Nicole on Wednesday. And I've been talking to a lot of you who are taking all the classes, and while you'll realize there's some familiarity with us teaching you, we all teach under the same roof here, but other places as well. So it should be familiar, but you should be able to honor each of the instructor's styles and the way that they're able to express the practice to you based on their practice. So happy to share that with you, and if you ever have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Okay, so I'm going to guide us through an hour fit practice today. We're going to start sitting on your shins. So you face the top of your mat. When I do this, I face you because it's just odd to turn to face the top of my mat right now, and I'm still talking to you. So I have a meditation cushion underneath my bum, which it just creates a little bit of space so I'm not as compressed into my hip flexors or sitting as deep into my knees. And so if you tend to have sensations there, it's not a bad idea to pick up a meditation cushion. They can be comfortable and useful for the practice, obviously. Also for meditation, they can also be useful if you're taking the detox classes. You can use them as a prop to support you in that practice. And once you come to your seat and relax your shoulders, let your palms settle down onto your thighs. And feel your head above your heart. Start to acknowledge the energy of your body today, how you are feeling. I always say this because as humans, we do a really great job at not really acknowledging what we're feeling. And so if you can start in this place and start to observe what you're feeling and where you're feeling it, at least we have a landing pad. And then we can take off from there with our breath on this adventure for the next hour together. So we'll start with a little modified cat and cow. So with your hands on your thighs, roll your shoulders down, turn your elbows in, open your chest, and inhale, lift your chin. As you exhale, bring your chin down, slide your hands to your knees, and then draw in. So a little rounded spine. Inhale to extend, shoulders down, chest opens, chin up. And exhale, tuck the chin. So notice we're not just throwing the head back and forward. It's all connected in through the spine. Inhale to extend. Exhale, tuck, round, and squeeze. Two more. Inhale to extend. Exhale, tuck, round, and squeeze. Feel the belly. One more. Inhale to extend, waking up. And that is your body, of course. And exhale, tuck, round, and squeeze. Inhale to a tall spine. A neutral, set your shoulders down. And feel the exhale, still sitting here on your feet or on your cushion. Take your arms over your head. Inhale to reach up. Wake it up a little bit more. Draw your navel in. Feel more active in your core. And on your exhale, cactus your arms, open your chest, and then lift your chin. Inhale, arms up, look forward. Exhale, cactus your arms. One more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus your arms. The belly is toned the entire time. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Soften your chin into your chest. Close your eyes and see if we're doing a little bit better job at acknowledging what we're feeling and where we're at this morning. It doesn't take long. A little guidance is a good reminder. And checking in versus checking out. Open the eyes, everyone, and have a great practice today. You can remove any props and make your way onto all fours so you're in tabletop, hands and knees. And feel the outer hips and the outer thighs. Again, the connection from the practice yesterday into this practice today. Any tightness, anything that feels a bit sore because you work those muscles. And create space around the joints. And once in a while, in the space that you create is going to induce some inflammation. Inflammation is your body's natural way of healing itself. It's going to activate the anti-inflammatory effect. And so breaking your body down, we never want to debilitate ourselves, obviously, in a practice. But feeling it, and the body breaking down, it will heal and build itself back up. And come back to square, tabletop, neutral spine. And as you draw your outer ribs in, feel the strength in your upper back, wrapping around your shoulders, twist your elbows in. And with your inhale, step back into a high plank. And both legs straight. Upper thighs, say the top third of your thighs, nice and strong. And the gaze is steady on the top edge of your mat. And breathe in through your nose. And exhale, lift your bum, downward facing dog. And feel if you're favoring one side versus the other. And balance out the weight in through your hands. And feel your palms ground down. And then as though you could lift the back of the hands off the mat, you'll feel your forearms engage. Claw the mat with your fingertips. If that didn't make sense, press down into your hands again. You feel as though you could lift the back of the hands off the ground, claw the mat with your fingertips, and you're going to feel all the muscles in your arms fire up. And bring your big toes together in your down dog. And little by little, inch by inch, start to walk your feet. You can bend your knees. And walk all the way up, come up to your fingertips at the top of your mat. Big toes together, let your head drop below your heart. And feel your hamstrings breathe into those muscles. Hands to your shins, inhale, support the halfway lift, long. Exhale, dive, fold back down. Inhale, rise, circle the arms, reach, head above your heart. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms, reach up. Exhale, dive, belly in as you forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Take it up, inhale, rise, circle the arms, reach. Exhale, bring your hands into your heart center. Inhale, arms up, gaze up, stretch. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Nice rhythm. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Gets you going. Here we go. Inhale, arms up, reach. And exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Plant the hands, step back into a high plank. Go back into the legs, top third of your thighs, strong. And the back body and the back ribs expand. That little turn of your elbows in, take an inhale. And exhale, bend the arms, lower all the way down onto your belly. Untuck the toes, tops of the feet flat. Inhale, baby cobra, lift your heart up. Stay here for your exhale. Inhale, lift your chest a little higher. And exhale, come all the way back down, chest to the ground. Take a breath in, and take a breath out. Do it again, tops of your feet ground. Inhale, baby cobra, elbows in. Stay for your exhale, hips heavy. Okay, inhale, lift a little higher. And exhale, lower chest back to the mat. And stay here, breathe in. And breathe out one last time. Tops of the feet ground. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, stay. Ground the tops of your feet. Inhale, lift and lengthen a little higher. And exhale, come all the way back down. Stay for your breath in. Ground your knees. Exhale, come up all fours, tabletop. And set into your hands. Spread your knees so they're hip-width distance apart. Take your pelvis back. Drop your belly forward and lift your gaze. Look forward. On your exhale, tuck your chin. Pull your belly in. Dome through your mid to your lower spine. Cat back. Inhale to extend. Belly out. Open the chest. Lift the chin. And exhale, tuck the chin. So we got a little bit more range of motion now. Hips to spine. One more. Inhale to extend. And exhale, tuck round and squeeze. Inhale to a flat back. Feel your arms strong. Step back into a high plank. Upper thighs. Draw your belly in. Feel the upper back engage. You got it. Right? This pose has transformed in these last 7-8 months. Let's do 3 yogi push-ups. Mindfully bend your arms lower halfway. Press back up. Straight arms. Bend your arms lower halfway. Press back up, straight arms. One more, bend the arms lower halfway. Press back up, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And feet set into the balls of your feet. A little lighter in the tips of your toes. Okay, so if you want to be extra aware of your low back, keep pulling your heart forward or lifting the back of your heart. That action, you're going to feel it, but it's going to keep the weight from settling down into your low spine. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, knee to your right elbow. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, knee to your right elbow. Stay here. Bring your knee into your chest. Curl your chin into your chest. Drop your head. Arms are straight. Upper back is strong. And then step your right foot in between your hands. Lower your back knee down. Keep your toes tucked. And toes tucked is going to prevent the weight from going into your low back. Inhale, rise. And press into the tucked toes. And draw your belly button in. Even if you need to stand back on your left knee a little bit. And then slide your gaze forward. Take an inhale here. Exhale, twist. Right arm back, left arm forward. As you reach your right arm back, take your right hand to your low back. Roll your right shoulder down and then reach your left arm up till you feel your outer left hip or your thigh and stretch. It's that lift in the back of the heart. Feel the thigh, feel the ribs, feel the outer hip. On your exhale, bring your left hand and gaze to the mat. Lift your left knee, pull your hips into your hand. Turn your gaze to the right side wall and then reach your right arm up. Float the experience in the right side of the chest. Roll the shoulder blade down. Kick through your back heel. Take an inhale. Exhale, gaze and right hand down. And step your right foot back. Come into a high plank. Okay, work the upper thighs. Draw the low belly. Feel the upper back. You got it. Exhale, lift your bum, downward facing dog. Nice even breaths in through your nose, out through your nose. And side bodies widen as your entire torso gets longer. Keep your right foot down. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale, knee to your left elbow. So you're adding no stress to your hands. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, knee to your left elbow because you're drawing from your upper back. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, knee to your left elbow, stay. Okay, the upper back supports the hands flat. Bring your knee into your chest and drop your head. Curl your chin in. Keep your right leg strong. You got it. Look to the top. Step your left foot all the way through. Lower your right knee down. Keep the toes tucked. Feel your front heel. Inhale, rise. Reach up. With the toes tucked, and we're less inclined to dump the weight into the low back. If the low back is still pinchy, stand back on your right knee more. And then you'll really feel it in your right thigh. Twist, left arm back, right arm forward. The arms are drawn out, and from the strength underneath your shoulder blades in your back. Left hand to your low back. Roll that left shoulder down and reach your right arm up until you feel it. It could be halfway up. And then as you feel it, you pause the mind on the sensation in the body and then filter the breath through the sensation in your body. This is breathing into the sensation. Intentional breathing and connecting your body and your mind through your breath. Follow your flow. On your exhale, gaze and right hand to the ground. Lift your right knee, pull your hips into your left hand. Turn your gaze to the left side wall and float your left arm up. Okay, this way we're not pulling on the low back, even if the hips are tight. And if you needed more space, you can come up onto your right fingertips. This is the idea. You're working through the compression of the hips, okay, breaking them down and so that you can open up the space and then receive to the chest. Gaze and left hand down. Set your palms. Step back into your high plank. Upper thighs, low belly, and draw them in. Feel the upper back. Exhale, bend the arms, flow, chaturanga. Tops of the feet, point the toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift your hips, step or roll over your toes, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here in your dog, please. Finish the exhale. Walk your hands and feet to the middle of your mat. And feet are hip-width distance apart. Place your hands, grab the front of your ankles. Lock your arms straight, shoulder heads into the socket, and then with the weight in the heels, lean forward with your chest as you draw your shoulders back and down. And creates a little pocket. Now let your belly drop. If this is too much, put a little bend to your knees. Okay, that'll lessen the intensity a little bit and give you more room to breathe. Like, what a great tool. Right? Honoring, understanding, listening to your body, and making these adjustments and so that you can breathe fully first, and then you deepen the experience, possibly straightening the legs. On your exhale, let it go, hands to mat, and little bend to your knees, chin to your chest. Heel toe your feet together, big toes touch. Inhale to lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, circle, reach the arms, come up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Hopefully you feel a little lighter. In your low back, stay across the top of your bum. Inhale, circle the arms up, separate your feet so they're hip-width distance. Exhale, we're going to T-twist. Hips stay square to the top, right arm goes back, left arm forward. So I'm actually rolling the bum under, lifting the back of the heart up. Inhale, center, reach both arms up. And exhale, T-twist into the left. Keep the hips square. Roll your bum under. More weight into the heels versus your toes. Okay, we've got this broad base. Lots of space across the top of the bum. Both arms back up. And you're centered. Bend your legs. Okay, it's kind of like a ski stance with your feet hip-width apart. And if your heels are tightening and twisting in on you, kick the inner heels out. Okay, release the grab in the outer hips. Let your thighs do the work. Sit down a little bit deeper. And take your bum back. Sit down a little bit deeper. Reach out to your wrists for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up. Bring your hands to your heart center. Humble your chin means chin to your chest. Okay, like you're taking off the hood. Hands up over your head. Put them on the back of your head. Nice. Gaze in front. Elbows wide. Bring all the weight over into your right foot and cross your left ankle to your right thigh. Figure 4. You push your right knee forward as you sit down. Press the ankle into the thigh for more core stability. Anchor the breath into the left hip crease and feel the space. Elbows wide. Look at one spot. Take 3 breaths. Remember, the lift in the back of the heart prevents any weight from dumping into the low spine. Inhale, rise up, lift your left knee. Hands stay, left foot down, hip width. Notice all the stability you have with the hands behind the head. Lift your right knee in front, right ankle to your left thigh. So what this is doing is it's waking the upper back. Bend your standing leg, knee forward, and so that you realize the relationship of the upper back and with your belly and your legs, and that connects your entire core. 3 breaths here. Great focus. Inhale, rise, lift your right knee up. Exhale, step your right foot down. Feet are still hip width. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, we swan dive. Go slow. Listen. Bend your knees, arms behind your legs, reach through, grab opposite shins from the front. You can bend your legs as much as you need, shoulders away from the ears. And then as you dive, lift your hips and come into the forward fold with your wrists crisscrossed. And soften any tightness at the top of the shoulders and the base of the neck. Breathe into it. Little bend to the knees, slide the hands out. And you'll feel that expand your low back. Bring your hands in front of you. Inhale, halfway rise. And plant the hands, step back into a high plank. And the hip flexion will release and you'll find yourself neutral. Thighs strong, belly in, take an inhale. Yogi push-up, lower halfway down. And press back up to your plank. And lift your bum, downward facing dog. Left foot stays. Inhale, right leg lifts from the inner thigh. Exhale, step your right foot all the way through. Inhale, rise, reach your arms up. And so we want to stay higher versus collapsing into our low back. If you want to add that reminder for your upper back, hands behind your head, and start to straighten your front leg out all the way. And feel the inner thighs just like you're standing with your feet hip width apart. But now we've also got the space 3 to 4 feet in between your heels. Wonderful. Bend into your front leg. Keep your shoulders back. Tailbone down. Inhale, arms are up. Exhale, warrior 2. Pivot your back heel down. And as the arms go out into a T, let them continue to go hands behind your bum. Interlace your fingers. Spread your knees. Squeeze your knuckles. As you squeeze your knuckles, draw your ribs in. And you can soften your chin. So just let your eyes tilt down towards your chest. And feel your feet. Squeeze your palms. And take 3 breaths here. A nice, strong, supported foundation in your lunge. Open the arms. They're going to feel lighter in Warrior 2. Like they're floating. Flip your right palm. Inhale to reverse your Warrior 2. Reach up and back. And exhale, come back, Warrior 2, lunge. Inhale to reverse your Warrior 2, up and back. Exhale, Warrior 2, lunge. Inhale to reverse your Warrior, up and back. Exhale, Warrior 2, stay with your proud chest. Spread your knees apart. Windmill your hands to the top of the mat. Look forward, pivot on your back toes. Step back, you're in plank pose. Outer edge of your left foot. Keep your legs together and then float your right arm up. And stack your arms in the T. And then you can turn your gaze sideways. And draw your ribs in. Possibly lift your gaze up. Side plank. Gaze and right hand down. Come back to balance. Shoulders over your elbows. Use your upper thighs. Draw your belly in. Yes, exhale. Lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Keep it out of your shoulders. Middle fingers turned out slightly. Claw the mat with your fingers. Use all the muscles in the arms. Right foot down. Inhale. Lift your left leg up. Exhale. Step left foot all the way through. Inhale. Rise. Arms up. Crescent. And so not your deepest lunge, and yet setting that length. If you want the reminder to the upper back, hands behind the head. Slowly start to straighten your front leg out. And breathe into it as you keep your low belly drawn and your shoulder blades coming together towards the midline of your spine. You might see wobbles, and yet overall more stability. Bend into your front leg. Keep your shoulders back. Inhale, reach your arms up. And as you exhale, warrior two, pivot your back heel down. As the arms open to the T, let them continue, hands behind your bum. Interlace your fingers. Focus on the legs, knees spread, tailbone down, and ribs. Take your gaze down your chest. Firm to your feet. Engage all the way up to your glutes, and then your hands press together. And stay with your lunge. Feel this. Open your arms back into the T. They should feel lighter, like they're floating. Flip your left palm. Inhale to reverse your warrior two, up and back. Exhale, warrior two, shoulder stack. Again, inhale, reverse your warrior two. And exhale, bring it back, shoulder stack. One more. Inhale to reverse your warrior two. Exhale, bring it back, shoulder stack. Chest is proud. Windmill your hands, look forward, look forward. Hands ground, back heel lifts high, and step back into your plank. Outer edge of your right foot and legs together. Press the ground away and reach your left arm up into the T. Keep your torso long, turn your gaze sideways. And feel the body balanced on its stack side. Possibly lift the gaze up. And balance, gaze and left hand down. And so we're lifting out of the shoulders. Use the legs, draw the low belly in. Exhale, bend the arms, chaturanga. Tops of the feet. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift your hips and come back into your downward facing dog. And if you're getting any bit of it in your low spine right now, bend your knees, lift your tailbone up. That'll feel nice, and to excuse any of that weight. And turn your tailbone a little bit side to side. Wonderful, back to center, heels heavy. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, step your right foot in between your hands. Lower your left knee down. Let your chin soften into your chest. And hips can get a little heavier here with gravity. Bend your front leg. Stay low with your heart. Tuck your back toes. Left knee stays down. Draw your hips back. Straighten your right leg. And so the arms, we're going to use them and to lift the heart through. Shoulders away from your ears. Ooh, kick into your right heel. Feel that line of sensation in the back of the leg. And draw your trunk in to support best you can. On your inhale, bend your front leg, foot flat. Exhale, lift your left knee off the mat. Now we stay low in the lunge. Float your arms back by your sides, palms face the ground. And feel it, you're in this long lunge. Bring your pelvis forward. Right knee lands on top of the heel. Great. Feel the lightness and the expression through your arms. And soften the forehead, especially the center of the forehead. Bring your hands back to the mat. Push the ground away. Kick your right leg back and up. Three-legged dog. Open your right hip. Curl your heel into your bum. Both arms are straight, and I'm squaring the chest back to the left knee. Let that settle down. Lift your right knee up a little bit higher. Excellent. Square your hips. Right leg straight. Exhale. Step through. Step forward lightly. Both feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway, pull your heart forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, circle the arms up, interlace the fingers. And release the index, turn your elbows in. Feel your legs lift up, side bend to the right. And belly button down, back of your heart up. And strong legs as you squeeze the hands. Elbows turning in, biceps around your ears. Found it. And breathe into your left psoas. Low back into your inner left thigh. Inhale, rise to center. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Soften the neck, soften the shoulders. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Bend the knees, step back into a high plank, high push-up. Big toes together, strong thighs. Draw the belly in, feel the back body expand. Wonderful. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. Separate your feet hip width apart. And keep your neck in line with your spine. And so you're neither lifting your chin nor tucking the chin. Humble chin. Breath in. Gaze and step left foot all the way through. Lower your right knee down. Untuck your toes. Let your head drop. You can feed more into it with your exhale. And let gravity come through your hips. Bend into your front leg. And back toes tuck under. Keep your right knee on the ground. And then slide your back. Left leg goes straight. Hands stay best you can. If they got to walk back a little bit, that's fine. If they go a little bit wider, and then little by little we feel it as we take the curve out of the spine. And then the line of sensation, the back of the heel, calf muscle, the hamstrings. There are multiple hamstrings around your bum, hopefully not in your low back. Breathe into it. Come forward, back into your lunge. Left foot flat, right knee lifts. And you're long in your lunge. Right leg straight. Firm your back to your belly. Bring your arms by your sides. Power lunge. And work in your hips and your pelvis and to bring that front knee on top of the heel. So good. Bring your hands to the mat. Push the mat away. Kick your left leg back. Three-legged dog. Elbows twist in, shoulders out. Open your left hip. Curl your heel into your bum. And that right heel was subconsciously lifting up. Settle your right heel back down. Center of the chest to your right knee. Square your hips, left leg straight, three-legged dog. Exhale, step through, step forward lightly, both feet to the top. Inhale, lift halfway, hover the chest. Exhale, good work, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, arms up, interlace the fingers. And release the index, squeeze the pinky side of the palm. Belly down, chest up, side bend to the left. And shoulders and hips relatively square to the top line of your mat. And then as you find it, inside your right hip bone, frontal hip bone, and you'll feel the muscle of the psoas. And breathe into it. And gaze to center. Inhale, rise to center. Exhale, hands to your heart. Soften your shoulders down your back. Slide your gaze out in front, rock the weight into your toes, and then rock the weight into the heels. And go back into your toes, and then into your heels. One more time, rocking toes, into your heels. Okay, set still, balls of your feet, heels of your feet. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sit down, powerful pose, chair. You feel the lightness in your chair, hands to your heart. Take an inhale. Twist, left elbow outside your right thigh. And twisted chair. Neck remains long, and so no clench in the neck. Turn the gaze down. Today, weight into your right foot. Just curl your left heel into your bum. As you bend your right leg more, now take your left hand down to the ground, right hand to your low back. Got it? Step your left foot back to lunge, and your left hand is outside your right foot. Okay, you're going to pull your hips into your right hand. Balance, gaze on one spot, and see that right leg any amount. Keep your chest drawn forward, shoulders away from your ears. And your last little bit, possibly reach your right arm up towards the sky. Woo! Feel it. Check it with breath. And then chest and possibly your gaze turn sideways. And slowly bring your gaze and right hand down. Left hand comes inside your right foot. Bend your front leg. Use your arms. Take the grip out of the thigh. Inhale. Press through your feet. Exhale, rise. Reach your arms up. Warrior 2, pivot your back heel down and straighten your front leg. Awesome. Take an inhale. Hips back. Reach forward. Reach forward. Hinge. Right hand down. Shin, ankle, or hand on the ground. Left arm up. Okay, you should feel it all in that right leg, centered to the quad. Upper third, gaze down, transfer the weight forward, and lift your back leg up, half moon. Use the strength in your upper back, pull your heart forward. Little bend to your right knee, then turn your left hip down, both hands to the ground. See that little bend to the right knee, and then left knee in towards your chest. Step your feet together, soft landing. Fold, exhale, head into your knees. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, forward fold. Great job. Inhale, rise, stand up, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. You guys know there's always going to be something new to explore. Every breath is unique. Okay, wade into the 4 points of each foot. Inhale, reach your arms up. Bend your legs, sit back into your light chair. Keep the chair light, breath moving through, hands to your heart. Exhale, twist, right elbow outside your left thigh. And so we're getting the weight off of the top of the bum. Okay, we're moving the strength into the upper back. Hands stay, gaze down. Weight into your left foot today. Curl your right heel into your bum. And then here you can bend your standing leg more. Take your right hand down to the ground outside your left foot. Take your left hand to your low back. And still pulling the heart forward. Yeah, it can get a little tricky in that left leg. And then float your right foot back. Tuck your toes into the ground. And broad base, so you're less on a tightrope. And at first, that front leg wants to straighten. Find the stability in your core, and then slowly start to straighten that front leg. And feel the hips into the hand. Woo. Of course, breathe. And steady your gaze. Twist the chest to the left. An option to float your left arm up. And gaze and left hand down and right hand inside your left foot. Bend that leg. Use your arms connected to the mat and to take it out of your left thigh. Inhale. Exhale, we rise. Reach your arms up. Warrior 2, pivot your back heel down. Excellent. Straighten your front leg. Feel in that left leg. Hips back. Reach forward. Slide. And left hand down to your shin. Ankle or outside your foot, fingertips to the mat, right arm comes up. And feel the reach underneath the back side of your chest. Take the gaze down, transfer the weight, half moon, float your right leg up. Keep the arms in that T shape. And fill up the body with breath as you fill out the expression of the posture Ardha Chandrasana. So good. You've worked all of this so far. Bend your left knee. Then square your hips. Bring your right hand down. Keep that left knee soft. Set your hands, right knee to your chest, and it's a float step, feet together. And fold, head down to the knees. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Wonderful. Inhale, rise, stand up, reach up. And strong legs, bring your hands together in front of your heart. Big toes together, heels are about 3 inches apart. Release your arms down by your sides. Take a step back onto your mat. Interlace the fingers behind you, Cross your thumbs, shoulders down, and then reach your knuckles back for the ground. And draw your ribs in. Keep your right foot where it is. Lift your left knee up in front. This can be enough. And to explore more, up dog the heart. The hand position's going to help. Kick your left leg back. Pull your heart away from the kick. It's that easy. And lifting out of your right thigh. It's that top third of your right thigh. And belly in. Bring your left knee through. Lift it back up in front of you. And step switch. Left foot down. Stay with your grip. Ooh, if you need to regrip the hands, you can. Hey, your knuckles through knuckles. And draw them down. Weight into your left foot. Lift your right knee in front. And feeling your arms, fine. Lift through your heart. Kick your right leg straight back as you hinge, toppling tree, and with your hands in the clasp. And definitely feeling the arms. Use your belly. Bring your right knee through. Lift it up in front of you. And step down. Check it out. Feel your feet. This is a big release. Soften your grip. Ooh, close your eyes and let your arms tingle and float by your sides. Correlate that connection through your chest. Release the tension. And settle in. Feel the peaceful center. It's a lot of energy pent up in the arms. Open your eyes. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, dive, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale to lift halfway, lengthen. Plant the palms, step back into your high plank, high push-up. Upper thighs. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend your arms, lower halfway down. Stay here, take an inhale. Exhale, bring your chest to the mat. Keep your toes tucked, shoulders away from your ears. Hey, stay with me. Legs strong. Inhale. Exhale, hover your chest and inch off the mat. Stay for your inhale. Lift halfway up, elbows to your ribs. You could do it. Breathe in. Press all the way up, high plank. Exhale, lift your bum, downward facing dog. Nice deep breath in. On your exhale, come down onto your knees. Set them mat width distance apart. Keep your left hand where it is. Untuck your toes. Reach your right arm out into a T, and then watch your fingers, and then reach your left arm underneath your left armpit. Come down onto your right shoulder. You can rest the right side of your head into the mat, and then you can also go further, crawl your left fingertips forward. And feel the texture of the upper back. I know we refer to it a lot, but you got the muscles underneath the shoulder blades and the rhomboids. You got the rear deltoids in your shoulders. You got the trapezius muscles down the side of your neck. You got the lats. And big, 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 thick, and think deep muscle groups here in the body. And they've got a pretty important job to do. Right, that with your rib cage and supporting your vital organs, your muscle, your heart. And bring your left hand back to the face. Slide your right arm out, and then feel this. Arms straight. Let your chin drop. And shoulders collapse. And your belly can release. You can draw your ribs back in, neutral spine. Arms straight, raw to the shoulders. Right hand stays. Reach your left arm out into a T. And you watch your fingers into the mat. Bring your left arm behind your right armpit and come down onto your left shoulder. And rest the side of your head. And bum stays up to release the low spine. Option to crawl your right hand forward. Fingertips out in front. And bring your right hand back by your face. Press the mat away. Slide your left arm out. Come back to all fours. Middle fingers out, arms straight. And then let your chin drop into your chest. Collapse into the shoulders and the belly away from the spine. And begin to lift back out of your shoulders, ribs in. Bring your knees together so they touch. And take an inhale here. Exhale, come down onto your right forearm, come down onto your left forearm. Interlace your fingers, keep your bum up, tuck your 10 toes, and exhale, lift your hips up and back like down dog, and you're in dolphin. Okay, inch by inch, walk your feet in, press through your forearms to the back side of your wrists. Elbows pressing down, feels like they're twisting in, broaden more space into your upper back. You got it, steady gaze back towards your feet, ankles or toes. And breathe for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Softly lower your knees down to the ground. No kinks in the neck. Untuck your toes. Okay, see your hips are above your knees. Come up to your hands. Take a breath in here. And then stand up onto your knees, hands to your hips. Okay, one line. And from your knees all the way up through your armpits. And through your side body. Take your hands around to the top of your bum. Fingertips point down. And chin to your chest as you roll your glutes under. Turn your elbows in. And initiate the back bend. And press down through the tops of the feet. And draw up through the back of the heart. Space for the shoulders to move down. Then the gaze can start to lift up. If the shoulders won't move down, and then keep your gaze low. Okay, remember, we're not throwing the head back and supporting the back bend all the way from the base of the spine. And lips are sealed, jaws soft. 3 more breaths. And so good. Chin to your chest, belly in. That all draws you back neutral. And gently sit down onto your heels. Place your palms down onto your thighs. Feel the float. Hopefully a little more space in the sides of your neck. Your jaw can release. And your mind can feel quite still. A calm, peaceful moment here. And remember, we've got to explore our vocabulary, the context, the meaning, the definition of the times that we're living in. We've never done this before. So why would you ever want to go into a yoga practice thinking that it's the same thing over and over and over again? Every day of our lives, we've never done this before. And so build the confidence here in your breath, and that confidence is going to go with you everywhere. This whole year, this is what we've been doing. Open your eyes and crawl your hands forward. Come back into a tabletop. Step your feet back, high plank. From your high plank, pubic bone in, draw your belly, broaden your back. Kick through your heels, and then reach your hips back, downward facing dog. Nice and easy. Left knee outside your left wrist. Turn your heel in for single pigeon. Right knee slides back like you're doing the splits. Knee to knee creates more space in the hips and the more distance you have in between. You can stay on your hands. So I was talking about the prop of the meditation cushion. So I could take it, slide it underneath, and say the bum and the outer thigh. And then it gives a nice place to set the pelvis. And crawl forward, come down onto your elbows, or come all the way down onto your chest. I guess when I started doing this pose, they used to always guide arms way out in front, right? Stretch through the arms as much as you can. And so you go here, and the next thing, your hips are just rolling forward, right? And tilting off to the right. And so because it's about that outer hip, the piriformis muscle, I say, why all that reach? Why all that force? Why not just set a nice framework on the forearms? Create an opportunity for the neck to soften. You've done a lot in your arms in these transitions through down dog, so let those muscles relax, and then breathe into the sensation that you're getting into your pelvis and to your hips. I'd say there is a fair opportunity, even though we set it up, and to say strengthen the upper back is what keeps you out of your low spine. There's a fair opportunity that you're feeling some of this practice in your low back. Remember, we don't want to debilitate ourselves, ever. Practicing to our edge, listening to our body, very wise. But feeling it is not such a bad thing. And then like we started, acknowledging what we're feeling. Being honest, being truthful. In that relationship of our body, it's unspoken. You start to make your way back up to your hands. If you took a prop like me under your outer hip, slide it out. And then we're going to start to slide that right knee forward. And your right knee comes behind your left knee. And then separate your feet apart. Now you can start to sit your bum back in between your feet. Now trust me, it did not start this way. And to stack the knees. Have the feet apart. Many times you're sitting on the foot. So again, you could even use a water bottle. Just make sure the cap is turned on tight. And you could put that under your bum. It's so amazing. And then you can feel, as you let the bum get heavy and the chest proud, use the arms to wrap the shoulders down. And steady your gaze out in front. The option to add the shoulders into it. Right arm reaches up. Right hand to your upper back. One day, left arm behind your low spine. And then slide your left hand up the back towards the right hand. If your fingers touch, you can clasp. If not, we work in the direction, elbows ride. Remember, it's action, direction, and observation. It's the combination that sets you. Maybe it doesn't settle you, but it sets you into the moment. And then you can breathe from there once again. Chin down, reach your right arm up, and slide your left arm down. Bring both hands out in front of you, back onto your knees. Bring your right knee back inside your left knee. You're in tabletop. Spread your fingers, tuck your toes, and exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Knee props off to the side. And you feel how your shoulders and your hips have adjusted in your downward facing dog. Nice and easy. Bring your right knee to your right wrist. Single pigeon. Slide your left knee back like you're doing the splits. And take your bolster or your meditation cushion or your block or your water bottle. Give it a go. Keeps the hips back, keeps the pelvis back, I should say. And then as you land on it, in your square, now we can come forward down onto your elbows. You know, some of you are just so open. Of course, if you can keep the hips back, stretch the arms out in front. If I haven't shared this with you, or if you haven't heard me share this, I come from a very tight body. Introduced to yoga, used to play football my whole life, which is crazy. I started playing football when I was 5 years old. And now that my son's almost 5 years old, I'm like, how was that possible? So, very tight body when I came to yoga. As many people are. And so if you come from a very open body, I think we can learn a lot from each other. The containment, a lot of things that I say, explore an inherent tightness that may not exist for a very open person. And so you just translate that as, oh, okay, so those are the muscles to activate and to create that support. Whereas those of us that are tight, a lot of that tightness holds us in the positions. We're not able to go any further, but it's much more challenging to breathe. And so we're all working through that combination, breath awareness, body awareness, and exploring our edge. It might just look a little bit different on the inside. Go and make your way back up onto your hands. And take any bolsters, props away. Look down and start to slide that left knee in, right knee back. Tuck your left knee behind your right knee. Separate your feet apart as wide as you can. And then let's start to walk the hips back down. In between the heels to the ground. Ooh, if not the ground, take your prop. Rather than sitting on a foot, set the prop hands on the knees, and then use the arms to set the hips heavy. Feel the spine tall, and set your gaze out in front. If this feels glorious to you right now, you do not have to add the shoulders. Even if you did it on the first side, if you'd like, left arm up, hand to your upper back. Fingertips crawling down, right forearm across your low back, and then start to slide. Your right hand up. If your fingers touch, great, take the clasp, otherwise, and be in the direction, elbows apart, ribs in, and back of your head into your top forearm, and breathe. One deep breath will change in the entire course, in the direction, and certainly in the relationship and to the attachment. All the attachments that we discover on the yoga mat. And so wonderful. And to observe and then take this path and reflect on this adventure today and throughout the rest of our day. Reach your left arm up. Slide your right hand down. And come forward onto your hands, back onto your knees, and bring your left knee back inside. Hey, remember how we started sitting on the shins? And so if your pillow is there, walk the hands, sit the bum down. And let's feel into this space today. Okay, from where you started into where you are now. Set the back of the hands on the thighs, palms face up. And you're welcome to close your eyes. Be with the breath. Take a nice big inhale. And calmly sigh on the exhale. Two more like that. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. So good. Breathe out. And let your breath go. Be still. And feel this energy. Acknowledge everything that you're feeling right here. When you are ready, you're welcome to have a sip of water, and we'll turn around to lie onto our backs, and coming into our final resting pose today, which is our final resting pose every day, Shavasana. Set the shoulders, set the head, set the hips, and set the legs. Out through the arms. Don't forget, forgiveness is a key. Even as your body knows exactly what it needs to do and to heal itself and to instigate that anti-inflammatory effect. And through the process of inflammation, and forgiveness through the mind, a process of reflecting and then directly affecting forgiveness through the mind, you will also do an incredible job of creating more space for the human that is on the mat, that seeks to be true, honest, and at peace. And take your time in your Shavasana, please. Have a beautiful rest of your day. And I look forward to practicing with you again tomorrow. Drink lots of water, everyone. Peace, light, and a lot of love. And see you tomorrow. Namaste.